We all make mistakes, but that is no excuse for not trying something. The best thing is to learn from those mistakes and move forward. The other day, I was reading a book and remember a quote which said, "Every winner begins as a loser." This took me back into memory lane of my childhood days where I remembered listening to a story of Robert Bruce of Scotland. In those days, England and Scotland used to have many fights. And in one such fight, King Robert Bruce of Scotland fought with his soldiers against England and lost the war. He was feeling very depressed and he ran back from the war field into a cave. He went inside the cave and was feeling very depressed and was pondering with guilt why this happened. As he was just feeling guilty and pondering, he saw a spider weaving a web at the entrance of the cave. He started watching the spider. The spider went on weaving the web very diligently and focused. As the web was getting completed, suddenly a gust of wind blew and the web gave away and it broke. The spider did not give up. It went on trying. First attempt, second attempt, third attempt, fourth, fifth, sixth. As again it was nearing completion, maybe the wax or the substance was not strong enough and it broke again. Finally, in the eighth attempt, the spider succeeded in weaving the web. King Robert Bruce was amazed and he was really surprised and he had learnt a lesson from the spider. If a small spider can weave a web without giving up, what should I as a king do? He thought to himself. Why should I feel so guilty after having lost only once? Thinking like this, he came out of the cave, collected all his soldiers, and fought against England. And yes, you guessed right, he won the war. When I think of this, it takes me back to my childhood days where I also failed, then tried, and won finally. What was this? This happened way back in 1977 when I was maybe 10 years old and I came from Coimbatore to Bangalore on transfer due to my father's transfer. I knew only English and Tamil. I had to learn Kannada in 6th standard when I joined the school. Kannada was Greek and Latin to me. I never knew a word of Kannada and I was really anxious as to how am I going to learn Kannada. Luckily, I got a nice Kannada teacher in the school who taught me Kannada. In the first test, I got only 2 marks. I used to write all Tamil words in the test paper and somehow I got very less marks. This sir made me write the alphabets and Barakkadi for 3 months and slowly I started learning the 2 words, 3 words. I could find out answers for one line questions and by the end of the second test I could get 35 plus marks and in the midterm it improved and I started understanding what other people spoke, what the teacher was teaching in the class, and by the end of the final exam I was in the top 5 and I could get almost 90 plus marks. I was really happy with my progress. Yes, friends, you have to try, and finally you will succeed. As an English trainer, I listen to many of my students saying that we are really worried how we are going to speak English. What will others think if we make mistakes? So it is okay to make mistakes, no? Just like how I made mistakes while learning Kannada, it is okay for you also to make mistakes when you are learning English. You will slowly improve when you get a right mentor and when you do the right kind of practice, your English will also improve. So go ahead, try, and success will be yours.